All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. That's right. We are live, and my camera's out of sync. It is what it is, if you will. It is what it is, if you will. This is another installment of Around the Point. It is Sunday, February 14th, 2021. Happy Valentine's Day to all you out there. Yeah, happy Valentine's to all you out there.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Hope all of you had a wonderful night. I know a lot of you out there are going to be in the hotel rooms later tonight with your shorties.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She going to be face down, ass up. And while you're pulling her hair back, I want you to whisper in her ear, I want you to acknowledge me. I want you to acknowledge me.
That's creepy.
Imagine, though. Think about it. You with your shorty, right? Think about it. That'd be the right time to do it. I want you to acknowledge me. On Valentine's, I'm just saying. But it is what it is. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. As you can see, it's me, it's Steve, and I'm here joined by the two awesome people here, all the way in Detroit. Big Mike, or Detroit Gamer now. What up, Mike? How you been?
What up, though? I've been all right. I've been good. Been good.
And we're also joined here all the way in beautiful California, the one, the only AEW fanboy assassin himself, Chase Oliver, who I did promise that he would get the Kota Ibushi steroids if he did show up tonight. But
he wanted me only for TakeOver, guys. And then Steven said, we're going to talk about other shit too. And I said, other shit, man, you gotta give me some steroids, dog. I ain't putting the beat. And so Steven said he will hook me up with the Kota Ibushi steroids, guys. So it's all good. I'm here for the other shit as well.
Listen, man, if we can't get the Kota Ibushi, I could probably get you with the Vitor Belfort TRT, if you will. You got that too. So there's that also, if you will. Don't mind me, guys. I'm here holding my Jordan 6s right here. I'm a guy here with my Jordan 6s.
Jesus.
Give a big thank you to my plug, the real homie himself, my boy Tito, for hooking it up. Also, before I go any further, I want to give a big congratulations to the winner of the contest. I was doing a contest, the one, the only Justin Baird. You can follow him on Twitter at the True JSB for getting everything right, predicted the entire card. And he got it right, and he won $50.
I bet you he was one of the few people that chose the Rascals. I know their name is MSK, but I'm pretty sure he's one of the few people that actually chose the Rascals.
To be fair, in the tweet that he posted his predictions, he did put MSK.
No. I said I bet you he was one of the few to choose, because I saw a lot of people choosing, what's his name?
The Grizzled Young Veterans.
Yeah, the British Revival.
Yeah, the Grizzled Young Vets. I mean, you'd be surprised. Dude. There are people that chose in the prediction MSK, believe it or not.
Yeah,
but before I go any further as well, peep out this awesome overlay that you see here right now, here in the on the stream here. I want to give a big thank you to the homie himself, Shaheen, over at Nuclear Heat. I just think this is awesome, more than anything, for the Shotzi Black card that's on the left, if you will. I think that stands out. But I think it's awesome, more importantly. So, again, if you are a podcaster or a YouTuber, you want awesome graphics and overlays and all that stuff, hit up Shaheen over at Nuclear Heat on Twitter, and he'll work with you and do amazing stuff. Believe me when I say that. Anyway, there's so much to get into. Yeah, there's TakeOver Vengeance that just got off the WWE Network. We'll also be talking about other stuff that happened literally this weekend as tidbit news and here and whatnot. So I will say this right now regarding TakeOver. For me, that is, I thought this was probably during this whole pandemic, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, probably the best TakeOver to come out during this whole pandemic, from top to bottom. What do you guys say about that? Chase, Mike?
I agree.
Yeah. It's not really that much of a competition, but yeah, I agree, man. Like, definitely the best one for sure.
Absolutely, from top to bottom. And if you guys that are watching and listening, please chime in your thoughts on the show and all that fun stuff. So much to get into. So I, for whatever reason, tuned into the kickoff show. I did.
What?
For whatever. Yes, I tuned in to the kickoff show.
Okay.
I was eating dinner, and you know what? I ordered takeout, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just watch this kickoff show to see what's happening, if you will, right? So they had Wade Barrett, Sam Roberts, and this fucking dork from Barstool Sports.
Dude, Barstool's getting it everywhere, dog. They're beating up CC Sabathia and stuff.
Hold up, is that the
What's
guy?
going on with Barstool?
Is that the guy that fought Jose Canseco?
Oh, Jose Canseco. There we go. Jose Canseco. No, that's not him. He's an intern. The guy that fought Jose Canseco.
Really?
Whatchamacallit has a restaurant here in Michigan.
Really? You don't say, man. You don't say.
Yeah, the head guy. What's that guy's name from Barstool?
Well,
I forget the bearded dude.
Yeah, well, that guy. Well, not this guy, but there was a guy from Barstool there. I don't know why, but whatever. And during this whole kick, keep this in mind. I caught this literally like 20 minutes remaining, and the next thing I hear in the background is, yeah. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I kind of knew you recognize the voice. Like, you recognize the voice right away. And it was none other than Eli. I'm sorry. LA, now going by LA Knight, the former Eli Drake. People on Twitter were saying, yeah, basically the NWA. Like we say in Peru, ya fue. It's over.
Oh, really? They're going under?
Oh, in the sense of, think about it. All their talent has been raided.
Dude, all their talent's kind of like dicking them over, and they all leaving, going to TNA. Impact Wrestling, and AEW. They're not saying, man. Heck, they're even going to Ring of Honor, man. That's how you know it's bad when they're going to ROH.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically, bro.
So Nick Aldis is the last NWA World Heavyweight Champion?
Well, here's the thing about it. Well, the thing is, they're trying to get back on TV. The problem is, though, they don't have right now, I guess, the they just can't get the ball rolling because of the whole pandemic. Now, granted, with everyone now getting vaccinated and all that stuff, I want to hope, I do think that things will get back to normal down the road. I hope, but we shall see what's gonna happen with that. I don't even know. If you will. I guess someone's calling for macaroons. It's a macaroon. It's a macaroon. It's a macaroon.
LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. LA Knight is now officially back with he is back.
Yeah, he was in NXT.
He was in NXT at one time. He was there.
Yeah.
He was in NXT at one time.
He won The Rock's TNT show, remember? He was the winner. He was the winner of that TV show that lasted for one great season. How long does Young Rock last, Steven? Does that last long?
I don't know. I've not even seen anything yet.
It comes out Tuesday. I can't wait for it.
What? It comes out Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It comes out on Tuesday.
I mean, the casting looks great to me. Everybody looks like everybody.
From what I've heard, yeah. Apparently everyone is like a sharp image. But anyway, back to this whole thing with Eli Knight. He comes out.
Do you remember his old WWE name, Steven?
Sean Riker.
Oh, God damn it.
Sean
I was
Riker.
hoping you wouldn't know.
Come on, bro. Come on.
He's
My
a
boy.
true Eli Drake. Dude, I'll give Steven this. He's very consistent. He really loved Eli Drake. Steven, he has wrestlers that he loves, like Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. I'll put Eli Drake or LA Knight up there.
You want to know what it is, bro? You want to know what it is? You know what it was? Alucard.
Oh, you love him.
Alucard annoyed the fuck out of me with this dude, yo. When he was the fucking King of the Mountain champion, I'm telling you now, Steven, Eli Drake, one of the best promos right now in all of professional wrestling right now. I think you got to go buy his shirt on Shop TNA. It's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, hopefully if it's in the fucking brown bag special.
Real quick, Shop Impact Wrestling. I almost bought Eric Young's Stupid Violet by Design t-shirt. just because it looks like it would be a good gym workout shirt. But then I'm like, man, I ain't paying $20 for a shirt I'm gonna sweat in. Oh,
I mean,
hopefully it'll end up in a brown bag.
to be fair, though, I think a lot of wrestling shirts nowadays became or a lot of the wrestling shirts became a gym. Like the Bullet Club shirt is now a gym shirt, in my honest opinion.
Yeah. But you're not paying $25 for a shirt you're gonna sweat in.
Fuck no.
That's fucking stupid.
I'll pay $20, hoping and praying that there's a probability that that shirt pops up in the brown bag special.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
The blue bag special.
Yeah.
Now I remember they used to have this thing where they get all of them in just one fucking bag.
Dude, I think I have like
in the shirt.
I think I have an old ass video where actually it's still on my channel. I know that where I opened up like a brown bag and blue bag, and I opened up like a shit ton of them. $75, and I got a shit ton of stuff, man. But it sucked because I think the quality kind of dipped near the middle of the stream.
What happened?
Oh, I said the quality dipped during the middle of the stream. Like during the middle, it like dipped randomly. Like it was like you can't even see anything anymore.
So this was like during the early Google Hangouts days, right?
Yeah, Google Hangouts. Yeah,
I remember that. I remember them days.
Yeah, Google Hangouts was legit.
It was legit, but a lot of people knew what they were doing.
Yeah, a lot of people just kind of like abuse it and stuff like that. They didn't even try to improve. Now it's all about StreamYard, dude. Shout out to StreamYard. Steven, we gotta move the show to StreamYard, man. It looks so weird looking at us like we're some like scrunched up triple box. Can't your boy make something for StreamYard?
I must see, dude. I must see because I don't know. I haven't really seen stream. I see people do it before. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Just give me 1 second, all right? I'm out of sync right now, and it's annoying the fuck out of me. Give me one fucking second right now, all right, y'all?
It's not like we're talking about anything next time.
And hopefully now, and we're good. All right, we're good now. We're good. And we're back. All right, my cam was out of sync, and it was annoying the shit out of me. So there's that. What were we talking about? Yeah, Impact Wrestling for a second, yo. Eli Knight. In all seriousness, LA Knight. I'm sorry, to me, still Eli Drake. I was saying, Chase was talking about how apparently I was a fan, and I was, and I still am. But I think what happened was Alucard annoyed the shit out of all of us during that time period. He would tag me and Chase on tweets. You see, guys, I'm telling you, Eli Drake or Psycho EY, one of the best heels in wrestling, guys. You gotta give him a chance. I remember them days. I remember the good old days.
Yeah, he loved Psycho EY, huh? That was his boy.
Yeah, imagine now. Holy shit. Those guys are better than fucking Undisputed Era.
What is it? Cody Deaner and Jay?
Those guys are better than the Inner Circle guys, I'm telling you.
The Inner Circle?
I don't know.
Does he not like it, the Inner Circle?
I don't know, man. It's Alucard. Come on. Anyway. I'm happy for the guy. I think, again, him going to NXT, his second go around. He's traveled the world. I think, honestly, it's a good fit, in my humble opinion. I know a lot of people would have loved to see him in Daly's place, right? But nah, I'm happy that he made the right decision here going to NXT. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's still early to call. Your thoughts overall, Chase?
Good for LA Knight. Like you said, it's too early to kind of like shit on his decision. Let's give him like 6 months before we go ahead and just say, oh, LA Knight made the worst mistake of his life. But I feel like he's kind of needed in NXT right now more than he is in AEW or back at Impact. I mean, he was kind of done with Impact Wrestling, and I think he kind of burnt that bridge and stuff. But yeah, he was kind of more needed in a different area in the NXT because now NXT has a guy who can talk, can be an upper tier main eventer for them if needed. Most likely will get other people better on the microphone and also will help elevate guys. I think he's a good fit for NXT. I don't think he would work on Raw or SmackDown right now. Like, it would just be like something that would hold him back personally because to be that guy. So I'm happy for the dude. Hey, whatever makes him happy. It's kind of like a Cesaro situation where all these wrestling fans were acting like Cesaro was signing like the deal with the devil by going back to WWE. When it's like, hey, dude, the guy can decide how he wants to,
retire.
Wants to go. Yeah.
And to think about it,
who cares?
And considering Cesaro, and I mentioned this, I talked about how, again, he's not going to kill himself at his age, considering this probably will be, in some ways, the last big deal that he signs.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, Let's see what happens. Mike, your thoughts overall on LA Knight signing with NXT, the former Eli Drake?
I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to say?
You don't know. You don't know. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's too busy playing Spider-Man. Mike's over here playing Spider-Man.
I'm playing 2K actually. I played Spider-Man earlier today.
He's all playing Spider-Man. Hey, did you add me on PSN yet, Big Mike?
You know what? Let me do that right now.
Let
me do that right
now. He's doing that right now too. He's doing that right now too.
But yeah. I mean, whatever fits with him. People like to criticize just because it's WWE, and now people are really turning on NXT now, which is hilarious. I never thought I'd see that.
I think it comes down to the fact that let's be real. Yes, they're getting their asses handed to. You know what I mean by AEW.
Can you really say that? It's just a couple.
I know, but I know that. But in their eyes, in the eyes of the AEW fan, it's a landslide.
Honestly, I just feel like it's the same people watching. It's just those
they're just flicking back and forth.
I think it's those people just decided AEW is more entertaining than NXT that week, which I can't blame them. I mean, like I said, AEW is still more fresh than NXT, and I always tell people I think NXT takeovers blow away a lot of AEW pay-per-views by miles. Like, I feel like if you compare a takeover to a pay-per-view for AEW, I just think that NXTs do a better job. But weekly, I prefer AEW over NXT because I think AEW has a much better weekly show and just an environment. NXT, I don't know, I guess kind of like, I don't like the colors on NXT. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's just too dark. Like, it just feels like it's too grungy. It doesn't fit with the vibe that they're trying to get. At least AEW is bright and colorful, so I feel like it fits with the vibe. And I think that's why I kind of lean towards more AEW and stuff. But both are kind of like the same freaking products and whatnot. It's just, I feel like it's just the same 1.5 million people watching AEW, watching NXT, and they just decide what they want to watch that week. I don't think it's like literally any different, to be honest. Like maybe like a few 100,000 or a little bit different, like 100K is like devoted to AEW and like 50K is devoted to NXT, based off the demographic numbers. But still, I don't think it's like anything too crazy, in my personal opinion.
That's fair enough, but like I mentioned before, I feel like for that fan base, it's like, we're beating their ass. It's like the football fan almost, we. Like, they refer to them as we, right? We're beating their ass every single week. They can't touch us, man.
I'm just gonna say, guys, Cody does not care if you defend them in the ratings. He's okay, man. Like,
exactly.
Like
he's good,
the young bucks could care less. What you think about them in the ratings, man? They're okay too. Like,
well, I don't know. I mean, the Young Bucks might run away from Twitter again if you.
They always run from Twitter. Isn't that their gimmick? They just run from Twitter.
I don't know, but basically. But we'll see what happens with LA Knight. I mean, the name is kind of, I know a lot of people were like, okay. I mean, to me, it already blends. LA Knight, Eli Drake. I mean, to me, he's still Eli Drake, but let's see what happens. I mean, the way I look at it, it's still Eli Drake, just now under the WWE banner. I want to believe he's going to be a heel. I think there's money with him as a heel. And maybe down the road, NXT North American Championship, or maybe the or the NXT Championship. We'll see. We'll fucking see. Anyway, let's get into the main card. We kicked things off with the women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic finale. We had the team of Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, which, by the way, as you can see right there, display there, Shotzi herself, versus the team of Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. I thought overall, for me, this was a good way to kick off the show. I thought the entrance of Ember and Shotzi was, pretty cool for what it was worth. And again, I just thought overall a very good, solid match. I feel like they really protected Raquel Gonzalez a lot in this match for obvious reasons, if you will, considering that she is probably next in line for the women's championship. And overall, again, this is a good spot. There's a moment in this match where Ember does like a fucking body splash off the top rope to the outside. I think Shotzi had Dakota on her shoulders. which was like, ugh. But overall, was all said and done, the team of Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez got the win, and now they are the first ever women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners, and they get a shot now at the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Big Mike, your thoughts on the match?
The match was all right. I barely paid attention to it because I had the whole pay-per-view on like background music, so it was okay. I mean, it was okay from what I saw. And I kind of knew, I was like, either they're both makeshift teams, but in a sense, Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai are a team, and Amber Moon and what's the other girl's name? Shotzi Blackheart are really not. They just got together for the tournament. And I was thinking like most of those type of teams win, so I was thinking that they were going to win, but they didn't. So I mean, it's a good thing to give this to those women, because it's like, what else are they going to give them outside of the women's championship?
Yeah.
You know.
James, what about you, bro? Your thoughts on this match?
You know, this opening match didn't do it for me, man. I thought it was.
It didn't do it for him.
It was. It just wasn't good. Like, I hate to say it, but it just wasn't good. Like, I don't know, man. I don't see the appeal of Shotzi Blackheart. I think she's okay. Like, I don't want to put her in a stink category, but she's just okay. Ember Moon, dude, this girl has regressed so bad, man. Like, I guess she had that injury, but it's just bad. Dakota Kai, she's okay, and Raquel Diesel, she's okay too, I guess. So, yeah, it was just there, man. Like, at least what's her face? At least the right team won. I feel like they needed the heel team to win, you know. But then again, the champions, aren't they heel? My Whole and Shayna Baszler. So who knows?
Yeah, they're both heel tag. They're both a heel tag team.
Honestly, when they said the winner gets the shot at the WWE Women's Tag Team titles, I was like, wait, that's still a theme. But then I just remembered, oh yeah, Charlotte won it. So shows how useful Charlotte is. Like, if I forget shit, at least I know Charlotte won it.
Breakfast Club, bro. My bad. Golden Children.
She's a golden child. What the fuck are you talking about, Steven? How dare you disrespect my favorite wrestler? And I did not stutter when I said that. My favorite wrestler. Not women's wrestler, not male wrestler. I said wrestler. By putting her in the fucking Breakfast Club.
Hey, man, it happens. I mean, Golden Children. There you go. The Golden Children.
She's a golden child, dude. Yes, Charlotte is my favorite. Number one right now. Reigns is number two.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. Charlotte, after she buried Rhea Ripley, I just knew she was on the light side, dude. I believed in her ever since.
Facts. Well, there's no arguing that. I get what you mean. I get what you mean, brother. Following, and by the way, in my prediction, I got that match wrong. I thought going in that, hey, maybe Shotzi and Ember were gonna get the win, but they did not. So there's that. I want to believe that women's tag team match is not gonna happen right away. I think it's gonna be down the road once Maya Hole and Shayna Baszler lose their tag team titles. Maya Hole. I need to be a soundbite. Holy shit! I'm mad about that one. Maya Hole. Anyway, after this, we had Johnny Gargano versus Kushida for the North American Championship. As Gargano and the Way were coming out to the ring, Austin Theory got kidnapped, or basically kidnapped, by Dexter Lumis. Thumb up, but he got it right. Did I get it right?
No, that was the chase. Thank you.
Okay.
Look at his friend request, dog. Where's Walter at?
Y'all making a deal? Oh, y'all making a deal? Y'all making a deal right now? Okay, on the air, making the deal. I guess the steroids are making a stop in Detroit first. Okay, the Kota Ibushi steroids are making a stop in Detroit before they hit California. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so there was that, and apparently Gargano told, I guess it's Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell to go to the back to find Theory. The match for what it was, I'll be honest, it was there for me, to be honest. I know on television they protected the fuck out of Kushida, just so he could lose here at the end. But they made it seem that they gave me this idea that Johnny Gargano had a chance of losing his championship, right? There's a moment, obviously, where Kushida had Gargano in the armbar. And he couldn't escape. He couldn't escape. He was about to tap out. But eventually, Gargano hits the one final beat on the outside of the ring to the stage. Because they had the little fucking stage connecting to the ring to the entrance. And then back inside for the 1, 2, 3. So Gargano retains his championship as predicted. Big Mike, your thoughts on the match?
This match was all right. It's good to see Kushida in a meaningful match, I guess. Build up, I heard it was goofy, but it is what it is with that. But the match was fine to me. I mean, they went balls to the wall, I guess. But whatever.
Fair enough. Chase, what about you, brother?
Yeah, this was just a spectacular, over too long Johnny Gargano match. I just don't get this guy, man. Like, he's such a bad heel. Like, this guy, he feels like the kid that graduated high school and he's still hanging out with his high school buddies. That's what Gargano feels like in NXT. I feel like he should just be gone from NXT. I feel like he should be a United States champion. I feel like he should be like MVP cutting promos on him saying, "You're too small for Lashley," and stuff like that. But instead, he's leading a silly group called The Way, and they're facing Kushida. It's whatever, dude. Like, I felt all that build up for Kushida for nothing was a waste of my time. So really, to be honest, when matches waste of my time, I don't tend to like them no matter how good they are, because it's just like, why would you build up Kushida to this point just for me to like say like, oh yeah, Gargano wins. Oh, he's been this chicken shit heel for quite some time and it's not doing anything. Like, why not try to do something that may interest some fans, that may get people to tune in? I don't know.
I get what you mean. Here's the thing. I mean, for me, and I said this before and I'll say it again, Gargano could be the heel, just not leading a faction.
Yeah.
Because what's that other girl that's in that faction that is like totally useless, even though she's okay?
Indy Hartwell?
Yeah. It's like
AKA Indie Wrestling.
She's like,
that's her nickname. That's her nickname, by the way. Indie Wrestling.
Indie Wrestling. Yeah.
That is her nickname. Yeah, don't wear it out.
It fits perfectly.
It really, really does. She's beautiful as hell. She's beautiful, but
yeah, for sure. She's I think she's best friends with Simone Johnson.
I think so. Yeah, I think.
That's why she's getting her push, man. Dwayne's pulling in some calls now.
That's the goddaughter down the road.
She's either best friends or roommates. One of the two.
Dwayne's for sure. Simone's like, Daddy, you should definitely look at Indy Hartwell. Baby girl, anything for you. I'll call Triple H right now and tell her to push her. Triple H, you can be a young Rock.
Yeah, you can be Hulk Hogan, brother. You can be Hulk Hogan.
You can be Hulk Hogan, young Rock. And then I can be your little young Rock. Rock bottom your ass and send you down to the SmackDown Hotel.
Word. Absolutely. So there's that. I mean, Kushida loses here. I'll be honest, there's a part of me, and I don't know why, and I was expecting a run-in or something like that, interference by Velveteen Dream.
No,
where has he been?
No, he's canceled. I think. I think they're hiding him. He's in Triple H's secret basement or something.
Well, and I say that because the last time I saw, he was feuding with Kushida.
Yeah, and Kushida pretty much, like, their match, he just beat the fuck out of them.
So it's like there's that connection almost. Like, hey, the last time we saw him feuding with Kushida, got his ass kicked. Now even one lick of offense. So it was like, it's there. So there's that. Where is Gargano go from here? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's the problem with this North American title. Like, having it's good, but having it on Gargano, there's not really too much opportunities and thresh matchups where I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll watch that. Like,
Exactly. And the thing too, like, at the end of the day as well, even with Kushida, it's like, again, you built them up, and then it's like now he lost. Hey, anyway, put him to I guess 205 live. Back to the cruiserweight division. It seems we'll see. We'll fucking see. Anyway, after this we had, if I remember correctly here, I don't have the notes on me. By the way, I don't have any notes. We had the finale of the men's Dusty Tag Team Classic.
Wow, good match.
Good match. Finally, yes, I'll say that right now. I would say that this was probably the match of the night. Until Pete Dunne and Finn Balor came out.
No. This match beat Pete Dunne and Finn Balor for me.
I don't know. I think the ending of that match kind of got the last match match of the night to me.
We'll talk about that when we get to the main event, but it's between those two. It's between those two. Like, if anything, let's put it this way: if you were to tell someone go back and watch the show, it's for Finn Balor and Pete Dunne and the Rascal. I'm sorry, MSK versus the Grizzly Young Vets. What I liked about this too is the video package of this. Right, you had Dusty Rhodes speaking in the background and shit. Yeah, and they put clips of Dusty here and there. This match was fucking bananas. Bananas. And it's crazy to think, the Rascals who are getting this meteoric rise, right? Coming at it. I'm sorry. God damn it. MSK.
Dude, I kind of wish they were able to keep the Rascals name because I'm sorry. I keep calling them Xavier and I don't even know the other guy's name.
Dez.
Dez. Okay, yeah. Dez. I thought it was Desmond.
To be fair, yeah, it's Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz.
Yeah, but that's how I know them by. I don't know them by their
Nash Carter, I guess, and fuck it. We're just gonna call them Dez and we're just gonna call them Xavier and Wentz, okay, for the sake.
Yeah, it's easier, man. That's what we know. Like their name changes were weird, but it's kind of cool seeing that a team like them is getting pushed so heavily right off the rip because a lot of people have been sleeping on this team for quite some time, man. They've been doing their thing from Impact, and even when they're in Impact, a lot of people like the North better than the Rascals. So seeing these two boys and their push they're getting, and I had a feeling they would win this match just because the Grizzly Young Vets, the Young Grizzly Vets. I just felt like
Young Vets, yeah.
I don't even know how to say it. I'm just gonna call them the British Revival. Say yeah.
The British Revival.
Yeah, that's what they are. What else are they, dude? They do the same shit. They do the same shit that FTR does. They're good. I think
they don't. They high fly a little bit.
No, I think they're better than FTR. Like I actually like. Didn't the British Revival have a good match against Mustache Mountain? They had a good match like a while back, right? With them, like a while back, not recently.
Yeah, it was like a year and a half ago.
At a takeover, so yeah, the Grizzly Young
Vets.
Yeah.
See, I know these guys. Like I just don't know their full backstory, like and stuff. But no, these are good. They're good talents, and I feel like they played their role and they made MSK look like young stars tonight, like in the tag team division. Like they played their role, and this is what I love when wrestlers know their fucking role. Like who's the bald guy in the young? What's his name? Jason? What's his name?
Zach Gibson.
Dude, that guy is underrated as fuck, man. I think he is like one of the more he was didn't he win the last UK tournament that they did, the last WWE UK tournament?
Yes, he did. And he faced Pete Dunne and Dunne beat him. And
this guy right here, Zach Gibson. He is underrated, man. Like he is definitely one of the most underrated talents I've seen in quite some time. And I feel like what he does so well is that he knows his role as a wrestler. Like he's not somewhere it's like, look, I'm not a main. He knows he's not a main eventer. He knows that he has a skill set and a move set that makes other people look good, and he makes other people look good. Like Zach Gibson's a legit, like he's legit to me, man. I respect that dude so much, man, because he is just so talented. And a lot of guys with his talent, they have a giant ego. And they try to make it all about themselves. But you could tell, if you just watch this match over again, you'll just see this guy, doing his best to make both Xavier and Wentz look good. Like that's his main objective. I don't know who's the other fool's name. I don't know who he is. What's his name?
Zachary Wentz.
No, James Drake.
Oh, James Drake. Yeah, James Drake.
Drake's fine too. But Zach Gibson, that dude is the main force. They're a good tag team because they know their role. They're not like the Revival. They're not trying to be the best at something. They're like, the Revival are stupid because the Revival should be this. No, the Revival should be this, where they're just a team. They're not trying to be the best team in the world. They're the team that, is built up to put over other teams. That's what the Grizzly Young Vets are. And the difference between them and the Revival is the Grizzly Young Vets, when they wrestle knowing, hey, we're going to lose, but we're going to look good in a loss. And we're going to help these young guys moving forward. Like the Revival, they have to act like they're FTR is goofy. What are they doing anyways? What's their I haven't seen them in months.
Well, I think they've been feuding with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus and Marvel.
Oh, okay, never mind. We're gonna Great O'Con that, so we're not gonna.
We're gonna Great O'Con that.
We're just gonna Great O'Con that. I hate that I asked. So, anyways, yeah, no, I love this match. This was my personal match of the night. Very good match between these teams, and I'm happy that the Rascals / MSK won. They've been killing it for quite some time, and I don't watch a lot of Impact. I mostly Impact, what I'll watch is their tag team division, and they were an underrated team in Impact. And the thing is too, these guys were kind of getting put down a little bit too because Trey Miguel didn't join them right off the rip. And Steven can attest to this. Trey Miguel was the most talented out of those three boys right there. And, a lot of people felt they weren't going to succeed without Miguel. So seeing them succeed without Miguel, to me, that's awesome in my book. Like no shot to Trey Miguel. Dude's talented. He's going to do solid stuff for Impact Wrestling, I'm sure of it. But it's cool to see them actually succeed. And they don't really have, like, the main dude everyone was hyping up from that group.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, someone like Trey Miguel, I said this when Dez and Wentz signed the WWE, and people were, oh, where's Trey? Where's Trey, right? And I said this, like, Trey Miguel's like 26 years old. Dude's still young as hell. He's going to get there eventually. Yeah. Just that right now, it's not his time. You know what I mean?
And people need to remember, dude, wrestlers, they don't hit their prime until late 30s, like mid-30s and stuff. Like, tell me a wrestler that was great. Like, Randy Orton stunk when he was, like, young in his 20s, Like, he was solid. Yeah. He was good, but, like, what people are now loving old Orton. Cena, Batista. Batista, like, Damian Priest right now. Priest is, like, 30-something. And that's why I tell people it's, like, age in wrestling is so weird. It's not like you can't compare wrestling to any other sport. Just because they're young does not mean shit. Because, like, you could have someone that's young and they could suck. See Matt Morgan, see Nathan, what's his name? The one that Undertaker always fucking loved, that tall ass dude.
Nathan Jones.
Yeah, Nathan Jones. See that guy, man. Like, just because they're young doesn't mean anything, man. Like guys like Rey Mysterio.
Jay White.
Who?
Exactly.
Who's that?
We'll just Great O'Con that one.
Yeah, we're gonna Great O'Con that shit, man.
Okay. But I get what you're saying, though, Chase. I get what you're saying. Big Mike, what about you, bro? Your thoughts on the match overall?
Oh, yeah, this was the match that really got my attention in the show. I was doing a lot of things, and I just sat down and watched it, and it was really good. Both teams went crazy. I always liked the Grizzly Young Veterans when I was watching NXT UK when they were the tag team champions there. And I always admired like their talent and how they wrestled and their style, and it really meshed with MSK. And I almost thought that they weren't gonna win because I was like, they just came out in WWE and in NXT they just started, and I was like, they're not just gonna give them the tournament trophy, and lo and behold, they did, and that means a lot. So congratulations to them.
Absolutely, congrats to them, and let's see what happens. I mean, here's the question too. We talked about how they are right now on this meteoric rise. Do you go all the way and put the tag belts on MSK right now?
Who's the tag team champions?
It's Birch and Larkin.
Yes.
Any Birch and
are they still called the Brand?
Pat McAfee's isn't there no more, so.
Or are they still called the brand?
I don't recall.
No.
What
Now
happened
it's
to Pat
just
McAfee? Did they kick him out?
well, they're
Well,
just
he
not
got
used.
injured. He got injured in the whatever it's called. Well, K-Babe injured in the War Games match.
So they're not right now. Right now, they're not even using him. Right now, they're just like, just sit at home, bro. We'll take it from here.
All right. Well, yeah, you put the belts on.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you make them chase the belts though. Like you tell like a good little story of them like coming up short because they feel like a good team that you can enjoy the chase of the titles instead of like giving them the belts right away. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, because Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan is another one of those teams like the Grizzly Young Vets where they're just like mesh really good with them. So yeah, I would love to see a series with those. Those guys.
Yeah. Like I feel like kind of similar to like DIY and the Revival. Kind of have it where they have like a regular match. They'll tear down the house. Like I would say, put that night one of WrestleMania. Let those boys go in, like third on the card. Have it where they kick ass right then and there in front of 20,000 people wearing Tom Brady jerseys, and then afterwards, man, you just have it where they go down and you make because like the thing is what pro wrestling has over any other sport is that and mixed martial arts to some degree as well is that you can make people look good in a loss. And when you think about some star-making moments in professional wrestling, a lot of those star-making moments are in a loss. See Steve Austin and Bret Hart, see Mankind and The Rock, so on and so forth. You know, the list can go on. And so that's why, to me personally, I feel like it would be great. Put them at WrestleMania night one. Crowd so hot. Whatever crowd you have, if they do have, I'm pretty sure they're going to have a fucking crowd because it's Tampa and they don't give a fuck. Florida's in their own little universe. I mean, I saw that there's a winter solstice, like a map, and Florida's still going to be like 80 degrees. So something's going on in Florida that we don't know about. But that's what I'm saying. Like, just keep it where they have their own little. They have their match, go second or third. They just tear down the house like in a nice 20-minute match. Burke and Larkin win and stuff like that. Like maybe Pat McAfee does get involved or something because it's WrestleMania. You can get him involved, but that would be a good tag match. That would be something that I personally think would work well. And then at the same time, you could definitely take MSK to the next level. Because, this WrestleMania is going to have a little bit more eyeballs on it because of Peacock. So that's just me personally, but they do what they want to do on NXT. But I do think that this would be something they should think about for WrestleMania.
Fair enough. So, moving on here. Mike, did I ask you about this match? Did I ask you about it?
You did, sir.
Just making sure, bro. Again. So, moving on. We go from that to the women's triple threat for the NXT Women's Championship. We have the champion Io Shirai versus Toni Storm, thick Toni Storm. Tony Thick. Holy shit! Now I said on Twitter she's a snack. Nah, take that back. She's a whole meal now, bruh. She's a whole meal. Versus fucking Mercedes Martinez. I thought this match was pretty solid for what it was worth. That one spot where Io Shirai jumps, like she climbed this like metal thing that's by the announcer's table, whatever, and she jumps off of it.
Yeah, lands
on both of them. I feel like every woman, all three girls here had shining moments. They got some near fall. There's a moment where you literally thought, "Oh shit, Mercedes Martinez got a good near fall. She might win the championship," and she didn't. When it was all said and done, though, Io Shirai picks up the W, retains her championship. I predict at the next takeover, it's a wrap. She can lose the belt to Raquel Gonzalez, which they're building up. They're pushing her very well and that stuff. So there's that. Mike, your thoughts on the match?
The match was really good. Io Shirai was a lunatic, jumping off of stuff and diving and doing meteors that make my knees crumble. The match was fine. I enjoyed the match, obviously. That's all I have to say about it, really.
What about you, Chase?
The older I get, the more I hate triple threats. I don't know. Like, I just wasn't feeling I just didn't care. I just knew Io Shirai was gonna win, and it was just kind of like, all right, at least Tony Storm's there. Like that's all I felt, Like I'm like, at least Sticky Tony's there. So
Oh, bro, she's.
I
thick.
forgot Mercedes Martinez was back in NXT. To be honest,
I forgot Yeah, I remember she was pushed hard in the beginning, and then I don't even know what happened to her after. Jesus, Mike, are you on the free throw line or something? I heard that.
Oh no, it's the when you guarding a guy.
Oh, okay.
And it rumbles.
Hey, Mike, what's your My Player build so that way we can team up in the park one time?
I think I'm a two-way point guard.
Okay. I'm a power forward. We will definitely wreck shop in the park.
Yeah, I have to get PlayStation Plus though. I have to. I don't have it yet, but I have
just
to
let
get
me
it.
just let me know when you get there.
Okay, I got a center too, so if you want to run big man, I got that too.
My power forward is not really a power forward. He's 6'7", so he's not big.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's like a cheesy slashing, but he's like a Carmelo. Anyways, that's how much I cared about this match. Yeah, so that's how much I did not care about this match. I'd rather talk to Big Mike about NBA 2K21. Let's talk about the main event, Steven, please.
Let's talk about the main event. The main event of the evening for the NXT Championship. All the European wrestling fans were going crazy for this. This was basically their Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns, basically, right? Apparently, the match Europe has been dying to see, right? Really? Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor. I'm sorry, main event Pete Dunne and Finn Balor, right, Chase? He's no longer
main event Finn Balor, yeah, for sure.
Main event Finn Balor versus Kota Ibushi, steroid Pete Dunne here, if you will.
Oh, dude.
My bad. Vegan meat, grass-fed, plant-based.
It really showed that he's ripped out of his mind.
Yeah, indeed, yo. He really, really is, yes.
It really showed.
This match, holy shit, was literally what I liked about it more than anything. They did not, at one moment, leave the ring.
Nope.
That's when you know. That's how you know a match is a classic in a way. Granted, Flair and Steamboat left the ring. WrestleMania 3. You know what I mean? But in today's wrestling, though, they kept it in the ring. Very chain-based. Yes, Dunne gave Balor a beating.
Wait, did you say Flair and Steamboat? You mean Savage and Steamboat, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, Savage Steamboat.
I had to think of it. I was like thinking to myself. I was like, "Wait a minute, Flair wasn't in the company."
Well, Flair and Steamboat did fight.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. No, but you said WrestleMania 3, and I was like,
"Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. It's the bad."
You messing up, bro.
Dude, I literally was like, wait a minute, dude. Steamboat.
Listen, bro. Blame the bud, bro. Blame the Bally. But yeah, but you get the gist though. You get what I'm saying though. Like it was like it's what I feel like wrestling should be today, if you will. But yes, bro, Pete Dunne gave Finn Balor a beating in this match. Literally gave him a beating. Hit him with the bitter end. Got a near fall. Stomped on his head. Had a triangle choke. You literally thought that, okay, Finn Balor's going to fucking lose. There's a moment where he's just sitting there on the bottom rope. The referee goes to check on him. And you would think, all right, Pete's just going to go in. And nah, the referee stops him and shit. The referee stops him. And he goes back. And yeah, you kind of guessed it, right? He counters the bitter end into a reverse Bloody Sunday. He takes the mouthpiece off of Pete Dunne. Hits a flying knee, a drop kick, the fucking coup de grace, the 1916, and the 1-2-3. And Finn Balor is still the NXT champion. Your thoughts on the match, Chase?
The match was really good. Good main event, good world title match between these two gentlemen. They fought a very European style match, so I'm pretty sure a lot of European fans love this match. Me personally, it was good. It was just like, not my favorite thing ever. Some of this stuff is kind of and yeah, but it was still good. Finn Balor retains. Still main event NXT Finn Balor, and that's pretty much it. Nothing more we can say. It was just a good match. So good main event too, and especially for one that a lot of people knew Pete Dunne wasn't going to win. It was kind of good to see Finn Balor make it competitive a little bit.
Yeah. What about you, Big Mike?
Same. They did fight a very European style, like UK British style match. Very mat based, very rest holdy, and picked up towards the end. Very stiff. It was a really good match. Really good ending too. Really, really good ending. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was stiff, all right. Way stiff. Not as stiff as Walter and
Oh no.
Ilya Dragunov. Not that stiff, but it was there. It was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After this, the NXT Tag Team Champions of Lorcan and Burch come out. They attack Finn Balor. They get him in the ring. Dunne joins, and then out of nowhere. Here's the thing about it. While all this was happening, I was expecting Karrion Kross to come out.
Me too.
Or a TikTok or something. You know what I mean?
He's too busy going after the Cruiserweight champion. He's doing some shit with Escobar.
Santos Escobar. Yeah, but you kind of get the gist. I was expecting that, though, at least. Like, a little tease. Like, okay, don't think I've forgotten. Almost type of shit. So then, after this, the Undisputed Era come out. That being Adam Cole.
What? You missed out. The Brand first came out and beat up Finn Balor.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
No, you said TikTok. You missed
okay, I said Lorcan came out with Burch and they attacked Finn Balor. And
you know what, man? If you weren't paying attention, you'd probably think that's Killer Cross when Larkin came out and beat him up because they're both bald-headed white dudes. Like because I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh, is that Killer Cross? And then I heard Larkin and Burch. What are they doing? And I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah. So then out comes the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Roddy, and Kyle O'Reilly make the save, and Balor he's still sitting there, like, took a beating. And Kyle helps him up. They go to the credit. They do the pose, right? The whole Undisputed Era pose. And Adam Cole does a super kick on Finn Balor.
Vicious.
A vicious super kick. Which I don't know anyone noticed, but Adam Cole's wearing some dunks. Jordan 1s, low tops.
What? You just named two different shoes.
Yeah, you did.
The design, though, you know what I mean?
Dunks and Jordan 1s is totally different.
Well, the low tops. We're some low tops, if you will. Sorry, damn it.
They look like Jordan 1 lows, yeah.
Yeah,
they look like I'm just getting into sneakers, so
yeah, it looks like yeah. Well, okay. Well,
Adam Cole definitely was walking around the locker room. Hey man, you like my Jordan 1 lows? And everyone's like, dude, we don't care. They're Jordan 1 lows.
We don't care. Now if it's the main roster, now he's rolling with the Jordan 11s. He had the Jordan 1s last part.
Roman's wearing he's wearing some Jordans out, dude. Like before he was wearing like some you can get these at Famous Footwear shoes, and then he kind of like it was like during the Kevin Owens feud. Like he's like I think the first time he beat up Owens backstage, he was wearing like the Jordan 1 Royal Toes. Like, but he was wearing the mid version. He wasn't wearing the high version. But you can tell Roman definitely has stepped up his shoe game, man. And also the Young Bucks, they have kind of a low key shoe game. I may not like the Young Bucks, but I don't know how big of a sneakerheads they are, but they do have a shoe game. They definitely have some Jordans.
I noticed the Young Bucks a couple years ago when Nick was wearing Concords. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So there's that. Back to this whole match. Back to the ending, though, right? O'Reilly's confronting Adam Cole. What the fuck? This is bullshit. And then he super kicks Kyle O'Reilly. So with that, it looks like it's the end of the Undisputed Era as we fucking know it.
Yeah. I was shocked. I was like, oh, they're going with the breakup.
What happened, Chase?
See, I said that was a good turn. I just didn't like that the turn happened after Balor, he just defended his title. Like, couldn't we get Balor his shine, his like? I felt like this was more of like they want to shock people and try to get them to watch NXT. I felt like this should happen on an episode of NXT, not at the end of a pay-per-view when we're celebrating, the champion. I don't know. Maybe that's more traditional. This will be. I personally just felt like this was kind of just like a way to, hey, let's get more people to watch NXT further down the line, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't get that vibe too. I get what you're saying though.
No, it's a good turn. It's a good turn. I'm not hating on it. Like I think it's like it's awesome that they're going to try to do something because like I've been over the Undisputed Era for quite some time. You know, it's just kind of look every time it's a Takeover War Games, we're the most dominant faction. They lose to the face team and they're still running amok doing all this stupid shit. And I'm like, what was the point of that War Games match if they're still running around like goops and everything like that? So for me personally, like. I was okay with Undisputed Era just separating and being done with for quite some time. And if it means, you know, Riley becomes a new babyface for WWE because Bobby Fish is injured, if it means Roderick Strong gets less TV time, I'm fine with it.
I think he's going to get more TV time because he's in between. He's in between. Did you see his face? He was like, what am I going to do?
Yeah, it looked like he shit his pants, dude.
Yeah, he did. It looked like he was nervous, like he had no focus.
I feel like him and Switch Ass should just go to like, you know, their own little wrestling federation and just do their stupid shit.
There you go. So that was TakeOver. Again, for me, a very good TakeOver. I think does this in some way, you know, again, it's gonna get people to watch on Wednesday. The question is how many, if you will. Because considering what Dynamite might be doing on Wednesday, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
There's that as well. So there was that. I mean, you guys, your thoughts overall. Chase, your thoughts overall on this TakeOver.
This was definitely one of the better TakeOvers. Two really good matches that are easy to watch. The other matches, it's up to you if you like them or not. Just for me personally, I didn't like them. But I can see how someone can find enjoyment out of them. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, if you like them. Like, no. Like, my personal opinion, 3 of the matches on the show just didn't hit for me. Like, the triple threat was whatever. The opening match I thought was crap. And the Gargano and Kushida match I felt was a waste of my time. But if you like them, you like them. You know, that's your personal opinion. But I can see why people would like these matches. They just don't hit for me. But if the majority likes most of the matches and if everything feels like it's good, I think this is definitely a solid TakeOver event. Definitely one of the more rewatchable takeovers in quite some time. And yeah, I think it's a good start for TakeOver and NXT pay-per-view wise or special event wise for this year. But like I said, like I don't know how much this TakeOver really is going to get me invested to watch NXT weekly. Like I'm still more of like I'm interested in Sammy Guevara, I'm interested in MJF, Adam Page, you know, AEW type of things. So I feel like AEW still has the upper hand in the playground battle between NXT.
Yeah. So, but I did say also there's some little news that hit this weekend. We talked about Eli Knight earlier for the former Eli Drake signing to NXT. It was also reported that the former Impact Knockouts champion Taya Valkyrie is now officially WWE bound. That is the
cool.
word. Yes. Taya Valkyrie is now officially WWE bound.
So what do you think they do with her? Do you think they give her like sort of her gimmick is on Impact, or do they go with something ridiculous?
To be fair, I'd say NXT right now. But then again, I can see where you put on the main roster because let's be real about it. That Raw, the Raw Women's division is suffering right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's suffering. But that was the thing. Valkyrie apparently was on the latest set of NXT. NXT television tapings. It's unknown that she's simply backstage or finalizing contract details. Triple H noted the next Performance Center class will have the largest coefficient of female talent to date. So likely, yeah, she's going to NXT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she's gonna be there. That's fine, absolutely fine.
That's a good pickup for WWE, man. Because like Taya Valkyrie is very talented, and she did a great job on her way out of Impact Wrestling, putting over Purrazzo. So you know when you get a woman like that can fit many roles, that can be your top woman and be your top dog for months on end, but at the same time will have credibility afterwards to put over someone. That's a rare talent where someone can wear many different hats and succeed. I mean, you saw like, you know, in that, what was that Impact House that they were doing? You can see that Tye Valkyrie can be a comedic character if needed. You can see her be a wicked ballet if needed. She kind of is just a jack of all trades, a 5-tool player, and I think she's very talented. One of the more underrated women in the division. And I know, like at the time during Tessa Blanchard's push, you know, Tessa was the one they were drooling all over. But you know, I felt Taya wasn't too far away talent-wise, at least in my personal opinion. And I think she's a little bit better talent-wise than Tessa Blanchard, my personal opinion. But yeah, so good signing, very good signing by WWE getting Taya Valkyrie, who can play many different roles. And honestly, I feel like would succeed better on the main roster than NXT, in my personal opinion. I feel like she's definitely a good main roster talent. Like I feel like or on SmackDown and Raw, I should say, since NXT is not really developmental anymore. But I feel like she's definitely more of like, I can see her working better on Raw and SmackDown than NXT. I feel like NXT, like, yeah, it'll be cool. She can wrestle her matches, but I think that she showed an impact that she can be more than just a good wrestler, that she can also be a character and be something bigger. So I definitely think that the sky's the limit for her, and her potential is very good. So yeah, I like the signing. I really do. I think it's a great signing, and I feel like no matter where, like, I definitely think this is an L for AEW because they definitely could have used her. Like she would definitely have added a boost because AEW's women division. Yeah. I don't care about
any woman that they pass on.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand how you're just like, all right, yeah, Tye Valkyrie, you can go to WWE. Like, you can waste money on Shawn Spears, but you can't waste money on Tye Valkyrie. Like, that makes like look at Deonna Purrazzo too. They didn't even look at her way. They just were like, yeah, you could go to Impact. It's like, how'd you let her slip through the finger slip? Like,
I think it's more the fact that, okay, the last thing we want to be is us grabbing all these former WWE guys. And shit.
But okay, let's be real. Yeah, Deonna Purrazzo was a talent that a lot of people said WWE messed up on. So it's not like she wasn't known in like what I mean known in NXT. It's not like she did anything impactful in NXT during her time there. People were wondering why they weren't using her on NXT. So like that's the thing. And so, like, I thought for sure, oh, yeah, you go to but she went to Impact, and, you know, maybe she made the right decision ultimately because she became who she became. But still, at the end of the day, man, it's like, how are you just letting Tye Valkyrie, Deonna Purrazzo, who else? They signed a couple women NXT that I was surprised that AEW didn't grab.
Who did they grab? Who did they sign? Who did they sign? NXT.
I don't even know. I'm totally out of the loop on news.
Oh wait, did the one Japanese girl that's facing Kaylee Ray or whatever her name is, the women's NXT UK women's champ?
Oh yeah, Miko Satomura.
Oh yeah, Miko Satomura.
But she's apparently more of a player coach right now. She's gonna be coaching as well at the Performance Center in the UK. So she's but yeah, absolutely.
You're telling me that a girl that worked with Shida in the past, you couldn't find a way to get her? Like, I think the only girl that they got that was interesting is that Joshi chick everyone keeps hyping up to me. Dato, whatever it is.
Riho?
Huh?
Riho?
No, not Riho.
No, not Riho. She sucks.
No, don't say how dare you.
Dato. I don't know what her name is. She just curses.
I don't know her name either, but yeah, I've seen her on Twitter.
Yeah.
They're going back and forth, Jim Cornette, which is hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, her. So there's, I mean, again, I wish her the best of luck, and let's see what else happens with Tye Valkyrie down the road here. Let me see my notes here. God damn it. Where was I here? Fucking hell, I had it. No, I don't. Anyway, also in the news, Sammy Guevara, dude. Sammy Guevara.
Oh no! Boy.
Your boy, my boy, the one, the only Sammy Guevara. Apparently, there is some heat right now in AEW. I guess. I'm sorry, Tony Khan is upset with Sammy Guevara.
Now, keep in mind, this is a very heavy rumor at this point. Pretty much like every wrestling journalism that has covered this, a lot of them are saying they don't know like the full details. So this is a heavy rumor, but I believe Fightful and Slam have written a story about it, but like what is confirmed, we don't know 100% just yet. So I just want to keep that clear for anyone watching this via playback or something. Steven is saying the information, and we're commenting on the information as we know of on February 14th, 2021. You know,
yeah, Valentine's Day edition, if you will, on Valentine's Day. So this is basically what was said here, in quote. Sammy Guevara reportedly in hot water with AEW management following issues ahead of a planned shoot at the Impact Wrestling tapings. As first reported by Bob Kapoor of Slam Wrestling, Sammy Guevara voiced complaints regarding a planned storyline set to occur at Impact Wrestling. Guevara was set to appear on Impact following his storyline departure from AEW's the Inner Circle faction. Chris Jericho pitched the idea, and Tony Khan contacted Impact to write him into their plans at the last minute. Impact's first plan were reportedly rejected, but a second idea was approved by Tony Khan. Plans were made to shoot an angle this past week, but Impact reportedly received a message directly from Guevara complaining about the creative direction. Impact then contacted Tony Khan and Chris Jericho regarding the issues. Jericho personally contacted Don Callis about banning Guevara from Impact's premises. Guevara was then asked to head home after arriving in Nashville. He received a message from Jericho advising him not to head to Impact's shooting location. Bob Kapoor, a senior journalist with Slam, is a senior journalist with Slam Wrestling, which has been a staple of the Canadian state. He has interviewed. Okay, this is basically whatever. This is, I guess, him.
Yeah, it's just the usual. But yeah,
credential shit.
Story got picked up, moved around. Honestly, man, I'll say this: I'm on Team Sammy on this situation.
Okay, but there's more though. There's more though.
What else is it?
This is coming from Fightful Select. Noted that during the last set of Impact tapings, a wrestler from AEW had issues with creative. At this time, it wasn't revealed who the talent was, but was later confirmed to be Guevara. They could not speak on any alleged heat from Slam's original report. So there's that. Apparently, no other wrestler were seen at the Impact taping last week. There's a possibility others could have been added into post-production, similar to Kenny Omega's first appearance for the promotion. I agree. Listen, I'm with Team Sammy on this one. Because I feel like...
Here's the thing. It just, like, he literally, the ideas were perched by Khan and
Jericho.
Impact Creative and Jericho. None of the reports are saying Sammy was in on this. It just seems like they were like, oh yeah, this is just more, it feels like Tony Khan and Chris Jericho jumping the gun instead of actually talking to Sammy Guevara and saying, hey, Sammy, you're going to do this. Like, they pitch an idea and then they get him in hot water instead of saying, hey, he's down to do this. We talked to him. Instead, Jericho calls his friend and goes, oh no, yeah, you should ban him from the Impact Zone. Like, the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, man. I'm Team Sammy on this one, man. Like, miss me with that shit, man. Like, you can't
hold up. So Jericho told Callis to ban him?
Yeah, you just read it.
Yeah, that's what Fightful
just to be clear. Just to be clear.
Wait, Steven, you just read it. What do you mean?
Basically, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just read that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you gonna sit here and be mad at Sammy for being upset with like first of all, we don't know what Sammy said. Maybe he said something like, oh, I don't want to be a part of Impact Wrestling, or I didn't agree to this, which is fine if he didn't agree with it. But the thing is, he really didn't agree with it because Jericho and Tony Khan were kind of just thinking that everyone's okay with doing, like, look, not everyone's fucking private party that are just like, oh yeah, we're happy to be here. We're wrestling live on TV. Sammy Guevara, the guy's a young star, a young stud. Well, like, I'm sorry, like I'm not gonna be mad at him if he doesn't want to go to Impact Wrestling. I'm not gonna be mad if he decided to be an adult and saying like, "Hey, dude, I don't want to do this." Like,
I just want to sit home for now. Listen, I'm out of the faction and storyline wise. Let me sit home. You know what I mean? Rest up, and then when the time is right, he'll come back, and if you will, right? That's just the vibe I get from it too. Like, yo, he just didn't want to be an Impact, and I can't blame him either. Like you said,
well, what's the point? What do you do in Impact? Like, that's the thing. And I get it. You may have this storyline for him, but like, if you're gonna bring Sammy Guevara and you're gonna have it on Impact for him, what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, have him feud with TJP for the X of it. Like, what angle is that? If anything, you have Sammy Guevara go to Impact, he's going for the world title, and then that just pauses Moose's production or something, and you don't want that. Like, so to me personally,
if there's one match he could do, if there's one match he could do, I guess in Impact, that would be, I guess, get this cross promotion. Of course, right? You would do a Sammy versus Chris Bay.
Why Chris Bay?
Chris Bay from Impact.
Yeah, but why?
Just one again. If you just one match again. This is the style there.
Well, who cares about the style? What does he have? Does he have a belt?
Nope.
No, exactly. So why would you put Sammy Guevara in a match with no belt? That's so stupid, dude. Yeah, see, maybe that's why Sammy left. He didn't want to do a storyline with Chris Bay. No offense to Chris Bay, talented dude, but it was like, what the fuck? That's it? But yeah, no, honestly, I don't blame Sammy for this, man. Like, Jericho and Tony Khan, just lack of communication by these guys. They just feel like there's cracks, Steven. There's cracks.
There's cracks. It's cracks. They just thought, hey, he's a 20. How old is Sammy? Like, what, 24, 26? He's
26.
He's a 26-year-old kid that, let's face it, right now, a lot of indies aren't running right now. He's at this age. Let's get him active. Let's get him out there and shit. It's a win-win. But the reality is, no, bruh. Had they gone through with him and get his input on it, been a whole nother story.
Yeah. If they said that Guevara, like if the story said Guevara, Jericho, and Khan talked about Sammy going to Impact, and then all of a sudden Guevara like talks shit about it, then you kind of have an argument that Sammy's just being entitled and he's just being whiny as a young man. But from the story that is currently reported, it's just saying that Tony Khan and Chris Jericho had an idea to send Sammy to Impact, and Sammy's all over here like, wait, what? You wanted me to go? Like, that's like you going to your job, right? And Steven, that's like you going to your like, I don't know if you still work at a grocery store, but that's like you going to your grocery store, right, Steven? And then they go, oh, Steve, you didn't hear? You're going to go work at Walmart now. And you're sitting there like, wait, what? Yeah, you're going to the Walmart, Steven. Go to the Walmart real quick. The fuck? You're going to be like, you didn't tell me about this. Like, granted, yeah, it's a bigger company, but why the fuck am I going to a Walmart? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to want to go
it's a fucking
somewhere
drive.
else.
It's a fucking drive.
Yeah, you're going to sit there and be like, what the hell? Like, you're just going to move me out of nowhere and where's my input? Oh no, the managers I thought you would be a good fit. Like, how's that fair to Sammy Guevara? And if you're Sammy Guevara, a young guy, like, look, he's going to make mistakes. Like, I always tell people, what the fuck were you doing right when you were 26 years old? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all make mistakes when we're young and stuff. Like, but he's someone who is like, if you've seen his track record, he's not going to play like soldier. He's not going to be like, oh, yeah, you know what, guys, you gave me this opportunity, so I'll go to Impact. Like, the fuck no, he's going to be like, the hell? Why would I do that?
Makes no sense at all. Makes no fucking sense. But we'll see what happens. I don't think this is going to cause suspension or anything like that.
To me, I think it's not working out. This is the second time that something happened to him, and it's only him.
Yeah. Also in the news here as well. Apparently, this is coming. Let's see here. Apparently, this is coming from. Let's see here. I know Meltzer said something about this. There's talks that Okada is coming to AEW and Impact Wrestling.
Okada back in Impact. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Back where it all started, baby.
This is what Meltzer said, basically. This is what Meltzer said regarding, again, this whole thing with AEW and Impact in New Japan, right? And quote, everyone's in business now. it's all open, and Okada's coming at some point somewhere. I don't know where, but I know he's coming. Other people are coming. We may get Omega with Okada or Omega with Ibushi. I don't know what we're getting. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that we're getting it. I just know that it makes sense that we would be getting it, but the doors are open, and that's
That
a good
sounds
thing.
dumb.
Yeah, I know.
They
Like, you
don't know if they're
like-
getting.
For all we
that-
know, they're gonna get Great O'Khan and fucking
That sounds like Meltzer saying
sucking
like,
the
"Oh,
dick,
I
like,
think it will happen." I think it will happen, but I'm not sure. But I'm sure it will. But I don't know. Like that's more like Meltzer. This is classic Meltzer. He says something will happen, and then he adds a little, but we're not 100% sure, just so that way he doesn't get shit on if he's wrong about it or something like that. But then if he's right, it's like, oh yeah, Meltzer did it again. Because like the thing is with Meltzer is that he is the standard bearer when it comes to wrestling journalism. So that's the thing. Like a lot of people do take his report seriously and stuff. So hey, if Okada comes, I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna be pissed that Kazuchika Okada comes to the United States. I just don't see it happening as soon as Meltzer says it is. But
Yeah, it sounds ideal because I'm pretty sure Okada seen what Shinsuke has went through and was like, no, I'd rather do this because he pretty much, I think that he probably has the same mindset as a lot of those AEW guys and Impact guys. So it's kind of ideal that he'll go over there.
yeah, exactly. Again, listen, it's gonna happen eventually. I would honestly though, I would rather see him in AEW than Impact, if you will. I know Impact, they're about to have Finn Juice, that being David Finlay and Juice Robinson, debuting this Tuesday on Impact. So there's that. I mean, but we'll see what happens. Also in the news, real quick, Brandy Rhodes has also made the news.
what
Brandy,
again?
she's going in to win. Brandy. She
I'm
got
going
nothing.
in. Brandy. It should be me facing Jay Cargill right now, but instead it's Red Velvet and I'm going in. I into it now. Brandy.
The babies.
SHAQQ. I should be in that match. Arn Anderson, tell my husband not to do that on the pay-per-view. We're not going to have that match unless it's me and Cody. Fuck that match. Fuck you, Red Velvet, too. I'm going in, Cody. Why didn't you wear protection? Why didn't you wear the rubber that night?
Nah, from what I heard that day, they couldn't get a trophy, so they used Durex. Yeah. Anybody that knows Durex has a higher probability of getting someone pregnant. But anyway, this is what apparently has been going on. Apparently, AEW Chief Branding Officer Brandy Rhodes had responded to male fans spreading hate of the AEW's paid fan platform, AEW Heels. Yeah, that's still a thing.
Wait, that work? They still do that? Oh,
so AEW Heels was set up. So AEW Heel was set up in May last year with monthly Zoom calls, Q&As, and more with special guests from the AEW roster, included in the $50 per year subscription.
Oh, that's not too
It's
bad.
been a year already. I feel like we just talked about this last week.
Well, not yet. It's just last May. I mean, it's still not even here yet. But Brandy has taken to Twitter to call out some men, because she has to, some men who have spread misinformation of the price of the program. This is what she said, in quote here. Still seeing men claiming at AEW Heels is $50 a month to discourage others. It's $50 a year, and loved by its nearly 500 current members. It's an amazing community full of great people and continues to grow because it is what it promises to be. There's more, by the way. I guess she quote tweeted someone. This is what someone wrote, and I guess the tweet that she quote tweeted. It is such an amazing community and full of great people. Why is there even the charge? This is why, that's why people hate ridiculous, even a fee. And I guess this is what Brandy responded with. End quote. It's not a fee to run an online community. There are hefty monthly fees to run it, moderated and hosted. All questions that were answered in the beginning. Fan clubs have yearly fees for this reason. All of them. End quote. Here's my thing. Okay, so we're talking about, they're talking about over how many women again? In this
Dude, they're making $25K off that.
Exactly, bro. $25K. There you go. Thank you, Chase. $25K, bro.
Like for me, if they want a little, I just don't like how it's like, oh, it's a safe space for women that like professional wrestling. Like,
no.
Like what? So where's the safe space for the men that like professional wrestling? You know
Exactly,
what I'm saying?
bro.
Like,
Where's it for us?
like
bro?
that's where it's like unfair. Like that's where I could see if there's people complaining about it, because you know this whole gender equality thing. Like I get it. You know, sometimes with women, you know, women do get, you know, harassed, especially a lot more on Twitter, and they do get, you know, let's be real, the wrestling fan base on Twitter is a little bit out there and weird and everything. So for me, I get it if you want to create a space for women to talk to, but where's that space for men, dude? Because some of the men, dude, like no offense, you know, some of the people that I see that talk about wrestling and are wrestling fans on Twitter, some of them may have
shit. Are weird as shit.
Weird, but not only that, some of them do have just like low self-esteem issues and stuff like that. You know, some of them are not like confident in themselves, and you know, I'm sure it would help. You know, some guy if he got a chance, you know, maybe like once a month, you know, got to talk to Cody or something. I don't know,
or talk to
like,
Jungle Boy or the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
or Brandon Cutler. Like, here you go, yeah,
maybe it does. You know, you never know. Sometimes, you know, people get so obsessed with the wrestling sometimes that it'll help. But yeah, you know, the thing about heels is just that I just find it weird that they put so much emphasis in this program, but yet your women's division is still clearly the worst division that you have on your roster. And not only that, the worst division in like your brand, like in all the wrestling brands. Like even Women of Honor was better than this shit, dog. Like this just is bad, you know.
To be fair, NWA still had a better division than, and all they really have right now. Yeah, but that's the point, though. The idea is NWA is separate from AEW, and all they really have right now is just Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb. Yeah. Hell, I'll go one step further. I think the Knockouts division is better than the AEW division right
Knockouts division's been better
light
than
years.
them, dog.
Light years ahead.
Dude, the knockout division, every single time, that division will get cleared out by like women going to another company and stuff like that. And then somehow, some way, they just grab like 3 random women being like, you weren't used in WWE. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you can come. And then somehow, some way, like we're talking about how these women had an outstanding knockout last woman standing match or a ladder match or, you know, crazy. Like the knockouts division's always been pretty damn solid. And we all know WWE, they have a really good division too, from the main roster to NXT. Like there's no, like you can hate on WWE all you want, but if you try to sit here and try to say that, you know, the women's division in WWE, that they've been trying to cater to the audience for years is crap, I don't know, man. I think you're reaching on that one, because you can't tell me, like, yes, you can complain on certain storylines. I have no problem if you want to complain about Lana and Nia Jax. I have no problem if you want to say Nia Jax stinks. That's totally fine. But you can't sit here and tell me, but you can't sit here and tell me that, you know, their women's division sucks, like across all 3 platforms. I think if you argue minus, you know, Roman Reigns in the main event scene in SmackDown, that women's division is probably their most loaded division in WWE. So that's the thing with AEW. It's like their women's division is constantly talking about being the worst division, and it's just crazy that they have this paid platform service for their worst division. You know, it just makes no sense.
Facts, absolutely. But we'll see. I mean, again, I just think, like you said, it's just it's a female group. They put so much emphasis on it, but yet their women's division is just the bleeding shits. Speaking of which, just tomorrow on Monday, they're going to be airing opening rounds of the Japanese SUCKA. They're doing this tournament. I don't know if you know about this or not.
Yeah, no, Steven, that's what I was talking about.
Exactly. Just make sure. They're doing this tournament. The women's side is this
Even
Monday.
I'm the AEW fanboy assassin. I have to keep up on everything AEW. All right, just so that way I can obliterate it come pay-per-view time. You know.
Which, by the way, is coming up real soon. So I guess
Yeah, Steven, I don't know, man. Like, it's on a Sunday. Israel Adesanya's fighting Jan Blachowicz on a Saturday.
Who won the Usman fight yesterday?
You didn't watch it, bro?
I fell asleep. I had to work. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll tell you, watch the fight, dude. Here's what I'll say about this past Saturday night.
Was it an upset?
It was an amazing. It was
a good fight. It was a good fight.
Put it this way. Put it this way. Put some respect on his name, all right? Put some respect. Belt going where? Nowhere. But anyway, I'll say this on again. You know, they love using that. They now love using that AK camera. All I want to see, bro. Listen, the next pay-per-view when it's Izzy and Jan Blachowicz, I want to see at least one round with that AK camera.
No, because they need because Steven, that camera is heavy, man. That's a heavy ass camera.
I don't know. At least one round.
Dude, they're not going to be able to hold it over the cage. That's a heavy camera.
They're find a way, but listen, they're gonna be in Abu Dhabi. I know the Emirates are advanced with technology.
Oh yeah, no, Abu Dhabi will have a drone by that point, man.
They'll find a way.
8K drone. Oh my god,
they'll find a way, bro.
Do you think Connor was pissed that he didn't get the 8K camera?
Oh, can you imagine, bro?
Oh god, dude.
Nah, but I think no cap though. Like I think when they do come back to the States, and again, people. They're back at the T-Mobile Arena. Fight him in July at the T-Mobile Arena. Fight Dustin Poirier again.
I'm gonna fight Dustin again. Hey, Steven, be right back. I'm gonna show you something. Real quick. All right.
By the way, did you see that video of good Connor versus bad Connor?
No.
Oh, dude, you need to watch. It's on Twitter.
My good friend Dustin Poirier sent me some of this, Steven. Some of this right here.
Poirier, Louise. I like how it has like the font of proper 12, like the design almost.
It's fucking great. I love this hot sauce. This fucking hot sauce is one of the best hot sauces on the fucking market.
I never eat in Ireland. We don't even eat hot sauce in Ireland. No hot sauce. I be ripping ass.
Honest review on this scene. This is actually pretty good, man. This is actually pretty good. So shout out to Dustin Poirier. You made a good hot sauce.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Absolutely. I haven't had it yet.
Dude, yeah, dude. You haven't even had it. Order it, dog. I
gotta order it. Yeah, I gotta order it.
Dude. Oh, you know what I also got too from that website? I'm a big Hot Ones fan, so I can't wait to try this.
Oh, you got some of the Hot Ones sauce?
Apollo. The last day of Apollo.
The last dab, yeah.
Last dab, Apollo. The last dab. Oh, there you go. There you go with that. But yeah, dude. Kamaru Usman last night, bro. Let's put it this way. My boy said this shit on Twitter yesterday. He made a grown man cry.
Really?
Good, man.
He beat him that bad?
Dude, it was pretty sad.
He pulled
the John Joe the DC.
I was just going to say that he pulled the John.
But coming from a jab though.
Ooh, he just jabbed. Yeah, he just jabbed.
Okay.
He didn't do anything else. Like Burns definitely fought too overexcited, and it also showed Burns respected Usman too much in that fight, because that shows how much they train with each other. Is that Burns knows how hard Usman hits. Usman knew how hard Burns hit, and so it just felt like Gilbert Burns was honestly he could have gone for the finish in the first round. But I feel like he knew how hard Usman hits, and that he didn't want to get caught trying to finish, so he didn't go for it. But that's the problem when you spar, because I feel like if that was a Covington or a Masvidal in that situation, maybe Usman's asleep. You know what I'm saying, Steven? Because there was a point in the first round.
Dare I say Connor? Dare I say Connor as well?
Yeah, no, because remember when Burns clipped him. There was a 20-second gap where Usman was still like this, and Burns didn't do shit. Like, he literally didn't do shit onto him, and I just feel like that's just him respecting Usman too much. Like, because he knows how hard Usman hits. Like, he respects that power so much that he knows that he can't just go charging in But I felt like that was the moment he should have just like said, fuck it. Like, when am I going to get this opportunity? But yeah, Usman just, he just let Burns gas himself out in the first round. Like, it was just like Burns got too excited and stuff. Usman just, like, the only thing that looked bad in Usman in this fight was that he took too many leg kicks. Like, that was it. Like, he wasn't really checking any of those leg kicks that Burns was throwing. But other than that, phenomenal performance for the champion, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And again, he does deserve the respect. Give him his respect, yo. Give him his fucking respect. From what it looks like now, he wants Masvidal next. He wants Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah. It's kind of weird you calling out a guy that you beat, but
yeah,
in a way, I guess it makes a little bit more sense because, you know, there is that personal beef between these two individuals.
Did he beat this version of Jorge, or was it?
Well, you gotta remember, he fought him in Abu Dhabi. See, originally it was gonna be Burns and Usman at Fight Island, the first Fight Island pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, he did fill in for somebody.
Because Gilbert Burns has a pocket for COVID. So Masvidal on 6-day notice flew out from Florida to Italy, from Italy to Abu Dhabi. He made a stop at Italy to eat pizza, by the way.
Like one slice, yeah.
One slice of pizza. And then flew out to Abu Dhabi and cut weight like a motherfucker. I don't know how, but yeah, he cut weight. And then he fought him on 6-day notice and broke his nose. Or did Usman have fought with a broken nose?
I don't know. There's like Usman said that he hurt his nose during the fight, but you know Usman, he likes to change his. So this is where Usman gets himself in trouble. Is that Usman will say one thing one interview, then the next interview he changes the story. So it's like, come on, Usman, you gotta be consistent if you're gonna tell a story. But apparently, Usman said in an interview that he hurt his nose early in the fight, but then he retracted that and said that he hurt his nose before the fight, like literally before the fight, like Jake Paul did against Nate Robinson. Like he hurt his nose meditating or some shit, and stuff. So this just like. He just kind of opened up the wound to the fire for Masvidal to kind of have his shit, because now it's like, you know, and look, if you're Usman, that's the fight that makes the most sense for you, because that's probably the fight you made the most money. Because no offense, man, why rematch Covington again? Like that was a great fight, but what's the point of rematching Covington if you're not going to make the same money? And then what's the point of, and watch, Steven, when I say this, you're going to be like, wait, they fought already? What's the point of rematching Leon Edwards if either of those guys win? You know what I'm saying? So
what? They
fought.
Didn't Usman knock him out, whatever?
No, Usman just wrestled him, dude. It was so fucking boring. That was the fight where Usman, like, I think that's where like his famous quote for the press conference that got him in trouble, that he only fought him at 30% and shit like that. Like that's when the 30% quote I think came from, and Dana White hated him for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then once Usman started to show that he can draw in Africa, the new project that Dana White's working on, he changed his mind. Now he's the biggest Kamaru Usman fan I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I feel like Masvidal's next. I mean, I know Wonder Boy's pitched his idea for him, but I mean, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good with that.
Why?
What happened?
What's wrong with Wonder Boy?
No, nothing wrong. I just feel like, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, do you really?
Do you think Usman's good enough to outstrike Wonder Boy? And Wonder Boy's no slouch with the takedown.
No, he's not.
Let's be real. Wonder Boy beat pre-USADA Hendricks, dog, and pre-USADA Hendricks was scary. Honestly, I feel like Wonder Boy's the boogeyman of the division. To be honest, like no one wants to fight him because they know that if they fight him, that it all looks like he was never kickboxing his whole life. Like, let's just be real. Like, we're not going to forget. Like, are we just because Masvidal had his 2019 run, we're going to sit here and pretend? Or we're going to sit here and pretend, Steven? Or we're going to sit here and pretend now that Wonder Boy sucks at striking? Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I get it. Wonder Boy didn't get it done against Woodley, but we got to put some respect on that boy's name because he's legit, man.
Then he got dropped by Pettis.
Dude, in a fight
that he was winning. A fight that he
was control. Honestly, let's just be real. We talk about lucky KOs. That was definitely a lucky KO by Anthony Showtime Pettis, man. Like, he literally just did a random ass Superman, like the athletic punch and knocked him out.
Yeah. Who did Wonder Boy fight last time? I know he fought
Jeff Neal, dog. He fought Jeff Neal and destroyed him.
Yeah, he did.
And remember, everyone was hyping up Jeff Neal too. Everyone's like, "Oh, Jeff Neal, he's like Rumble Johnson, big guy, 170, knockout power." Wonder Boy made sure that knockout power didn't do shit. He fought him like, here's the thing, Wonder Boy fought him with a busted up fucking knee and was still fighting him, dog. He wasn't a pussy at all. Like, that's why Wonder Boy's a beast, dog.
Yeah, fair enough on that one. But we gotta see what's gonna happen next. I mean, it's out there right now. There's even talk about Conor and Poirier in a trilogy fight, maybe for the championship.
That's pretty much confirmed.
Basically, the problem is when. Well,
May. No, I heard May.
Damn.
That's soon.
That's soon, yeah.
Yeah, I heard May. Latest going to be July, because the thing is, Dana already made the fight cards for March and stuff like that, and so I'm guessing by Stipe and Ngannou, expecting an announcement for Poirier and McGregor. To be honest,
I feel bad for Stipe.
So my take is this too. I want to believe, and again, you hear all the stuff about vaccination, hospitalization being lower now, and all that stuff, right? Do you see there being a international fight week in Vegas to some capacity?
I don't know, man, but if anyone could pull it off, it's Uncle Dana, dog. Like,
because
here's the thing, man. Uncle Dana somehow convinced like a small little country and a small little island in Abu Dhabi to do everything for these fighters, dog. So I don't know, man. The guy's a wizard. So I'm not gonna put a past him to find some way to do some sort of international fight week. But the realist to me, I say no, to be honest, because like the vaccines are like the PS5s at this point. Good luck trying to get an appointment, man. I've been trying to get an appointment, and I'm a high risk individual too, so it's hard, to be honest. But yeah, you know, it's a hard thing. So
I have to still wait till May, apparently, because I still have the antibodies.
I can go now, but it's hard. I've been trying to Kaiser Permanente. I got a PS5, but I can't get a vaccine.
There you go. Speaking of which, as well, I know we moved on from the wrestling talk real quick, but it was announced this weekend. Again, you all know WrestleMania is going to be in Tampa this coming up in April. It was announced also that WrestleCon they'll be running their event WrestleMania weekend. Apparently,
why?
You can't understand, bro. Now that WWE got the green light to do their show in the stadium,
I just think it's stupid for them to want.
I agree. I was like, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
So when I heard the news, I'm like, bruh, pump the fucking brakes.
Like,
and listen,
yeah, it's like just because they can do it, don't mean that you might ruin what they are doing.
Yeah, like honestly, it just seems like such a bad idea. If I get it, it's a money thing, but this is one of those things that you gotta pump the brakes on, man.
Yeah. So this is what it's saying right now, right? Some of the precautions include mask worn over the nose and mouth all times.
This is in Florida.
Good luck,
Florida, bro. Man. This is Florida. These people don't care. Like here's the thing. I'm from California. It's hard enough to get people that care about wearing the mask. I've seen footage of Florida. These people
don't give a shit
since May.
CJ was at a concert 2 weeks ago in Florida. Sold out venue. It was like a high school gym. It looked like, but still, people. Rick Ross was on stage, no mask worn.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. These people in Florida, they've been doing this since May, dude. They're just like, oh, this is another disease, man. Like that's the thing. And now you want it where you want these like all these wrestling fans, and you expect them to follow the rules in Florida.
So this is what they're saying, right?
Especially because people are traveling too.
Some precautions include.
I want to travel.
So this is some of the precautions include mask worn over the nose and mouth. Good luck with that all the time inside the WrestleCon spaces, public areas of the Westin Tampa waterside. Controlled flow of access inside all event spaces. Maximum capacity of 320 people. Total 20% capacity.
Oh my, no way.
Bro,
no way. No way, dude.
In the event space.
So now you're gonna try to convince. Like, here's the thing. You're gonna convince. Like, it's hard enough to convince people to wait outside for something. Now you're gonna convince these wrestling fans that paid hard-earned money to go meet Jake the Snake Roberts and Sting and all these other old people. You're gonna convince them to wait outside in that hot Florida heat. Oh hell no!
You better hope it doesn't fucking rain. You better hope it don't.
Not only that, how are you gonna get people to the shows? That sounds so stupid. So how many people can watch their wrestling matches then? What if someone really wants to see GCW's hardcore fighter fest?
Well, to be fair with that too, I'll get into that also in just a sec too. There's more to the temperatures checks prior to entry into WrestleCon, professional cleaning in between each sessions of meet and greets, no live wrestling shows for WrestleCon 2021. There's more. We understand that many people may not feel comfortable, no shit, traveling or cannot attend due to travel bans, which is why we will also be offering large virtual component to the meet and greets. Now, speaking of, here's the thing about it, okay? Because also GCW will be running shows WrestleMania weekend. Here's the thing. Listen, it's cool that WWE, right, are running WrestleMania in a stadium. I think that's awesome. Okay? That's fucking awesome. But let's not kid ourselves here, okay? But don't ruin, and again, it's cool that GCW, they're doing shows, what have you, right? But the last time they ran a collective in Indiana, bro, where people traveled for this event, and yes, they claimed COVID, again, they're going to follow the guidelines and shit like that. A shitload of people came back tested positive for COVID. Keep that in mind. So, they're also having events, right? Let's see here. This is what they're saying. The collective, right? It's a 3-day event with all these fucking shows. So on Thursday, April 8th, Jimmy Lloyd's D-Generation F. 4 p.m., the Acid Cup Day 1. 6 p.m., Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, I think is number 5 or 6. 11. So also on Thursday, April 8th at 11:59 p.m. for the Culture. On Friday, April 9th, Alley Cat's Real Hot Girl Shit. Yeah, that's the name of a show. At 4 p.m. on April 9th is the Acid Cup Day 2. Oh, look at this one. Yes, bro. I love Jason's reaction to this shit. It gets better, bro. On that Friday at 6, was it at? Let me see real quick. At 8 p.m., it's Joey Janela's Spring Break 5. At 11:59 p.m., it's Violence X Suffering. Saturday, April 10th, is Effie's Big Gay Brunch. 3 p.m. that day is Planet Death, Unsanctioned Pro, and No Peace Underground. And again, listen, VIP packages are $400. Second row, $325. General admission, $225. But again, this is what they're saying too. Masks are required for all events, and social distancing will be in effect and strictly enforced. They said the same shit last time, and look what happened. And all in-ring action will be held outdoors in the Cuban Club Country Yard.
See, here's the thing, Matt. This is the difference. WWE is going to be in a stadium that just hosted the Super Bowl and had these health guidelines and kept people 6 feet apart as much as possible. So if people are going to be like, well, WWE did it, it's like, okay, they're doing it in a stadium that just held the Super Bowl, not the fucking Grand Canyon Country Club that I don't even think the PGA knows that exists or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference. You're telling me you're going to try your best to keep these wrestling fans away from you. It's
not for nothing. Not for nothing too. Listen, I feel like again, I've been to WrestleCon before. It's fun as shit. Okay, ask Connor. Connor will tell you the story how when we met fucking Lenny Poffo. But the point is, I feel like they're gonna ruin it for WWE. Can you imagine if you're going to WrestleCon and then you're going to WrestleMania and oh my god, you get COVID because of this shit?
That's my only
could you imagine? Could you imagine if you plan on going to WrestleMania and they temperature check you and then you don't pass?
Exactly.
Just because you want to see Joey Big Gay Brunch number 5?
Or Joey Janela's or the Acid Cup?
You literally say Big Gay Brunch, and I said, what the?
That's the name of the show. That's the name, bro. That's the name of these GCW shows. They let the wrestlers have their theme shows. Yeah. Bro,
Okay.
Effie's the guy. I don't know if you saw this photo or not. It was surfacing the internet a couple months ago where he literally had a Marco Stunt suck a fucking dildo and shit in the middle of the ring. Yes, dude. Yeah, I shared this. I shared this photo with you guys a while.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Steven.
I don't remember seeing that.
Guys. Steven, thank you for having me. You can find me at Chase Oliver on YouTube, Chase Oliver 68 on Twitter. I'm not talking about Marco Stunt sucking a fucking dildo right now. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I'm on that same boat.
I'm on the same bubble too. Damn, Chase really left too. Holy shit. Damn, he really left. Anyway, yeah, this will be a good time to wrap things up here. We apologize, guys. Oh my goodness. But yeah, guys, you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Check me out on all the social media platforms, Instagram and all that stuff at HeelSteven as well. I want to give a big thank you to Shaheen for this awesome graphic, if you will. If you want awesome graphics, hit him up at Nuclear Heat and all that fun stuff. He will work with you. Does amazing stuff. Big Mike, let them know, bro. Where can they check you out, bro?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Detroit Gamer 313. Oof.
Hey, there you go. Hey, with that being said.